Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another vlog. So, I don't know why, but I was up really early this morning, and I had a thought, and sure enough, after looking into it, that thought is a very real possibility. And that is, what would happen if Ousmane, Chet Holmgren, and Victor Wembanyama all became teammates? And the reason I say that is because, I looked at the NBA Strength of Schedule Index on NBA.com, and it turns out Oklahoma City has the hardest schedule in the NBA this year, and Chet Holmgren is sitting out. Now, in second place, you obviously have the San Antonio Spurs with a strength of schedule of .509, and then third place is tied between the Houston Rockets at .508 and the Indiana Pacers at .508. So third place, there's a tie. But it's actually a very real possibility that the Oklahoma City Thunder could end up with Victor Wembanyama. And I began to think to myself, can you just imagine in 3 to 4 years a lineup of SGA, Ousmane, Chet Holmgren, and Victor Wembanyama? I mean, we're talking Ralph Sampson and Hakeem Olajuwon on fucking steroids, okay? We're talking like Tim Duncan, David Robinson on steroids. I mean, shit like this has really never been seen before. I mean, don't get me wrong, Chet Holmgren is a good player. He can handle the ball, he can shoot the three and stuff like that. But Victor Wembanyama can literally do everything, and Chet Holmgren is very close to being able to do that as well. And when you consider the idea that Ousmane is 6'11" and he can dribble the ball, shoot the three, you're looking at a team that could potentially have a demigod lineup. I mean, we're talking all dudes that are like 6'11" and taller that can dribble the ball, take you to the basket, and play defense to some extent. And then I look at their roster, right? I'm like, okay, they have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they got Jalen Williams, but not having Chet Holmgren is going to be a big loss for them. And I begin to think to myself, you want to talk about a scary lineup? Okay, you want to talk about a team nobody's going to want to play? It's Oklahoma City. Like, they're going to be like, they could potentially, okay, it's not set in stone because, I mean, you know, it depends on record, but if Oklahoma City gets the number 1 pick in this upcoming NBA draft, the league is got a very small window before they just take over the NBA. I mean, I was thinking to myself last night, right? I was just like, what are the odds that Oklahoma City gets the number 1 pick? And I was looking at it and I'm just like, it's a legitimate possibility. And I just think to myself, imagine having a center and a power forward. One is 7'4" or 7'3". The other one is 7'2", 7'1", and both of them can block shots. Both of them can dribble the basketball to some extent, and both of them can shoot a three-pointer. I mean, and Victor Wembanyama is easily the whole package. And if Chet Holmgren becomes teammates with Victor Wembanyama, you can best believe Chet Holmgren's going to become a lot better of a player. I mean, I just think to myself, man, like, this could be a real problem for the NBA. I mean, and then Ousmane is already, like, he's not a very fundamentally sound player by any means, but he's another guy who would benefit incredibly from having Victor Wembanyama on his team, and he's already got Chet Holmgren. I mean, I just think to myself, man, like, what if this was in the cards the whole time? What if Sam Presti knew this the whole time? He was like, you know what? I'm just going to compile a team of giant demons and take over the NBA. I mean, it's funny because people always say, like, draft picks are useless and stuff like that. But, like, if you look at teams like, for example, the Oklahoma City Thunder, and even a team like Miami, who has managed to take undrafted talent and turn it into something worthwhile, I begin to think to myself, you know what? Maybe those picks are actually worth something. You know, now that obviously Oklahoma City has a shit ton of draft picks between, now and forever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just thinking to myself, man, if they get Victor Wembanyama If they pull off Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren, and Ousmane Dieng, nobody's going to be able to rebound a basketball. Nobody's going to be able to contest a shot. You're talking about a team with potentially like 3 Kevin Durants on it. I mean, can you imagine that? I mean, obviously Kevin Durant is, a certified bucket getter, but Victor Wembanyama looks like he has that potential. I don't think Chet Holmgren does. Ousmane Dieng might. I mean, it's Oklahoma City. Anything is possible, but I woke up this morning, I was like, I really wonder what their strength of schedule is. And then I went on NBA.com, I'm like, they have the hardest schedule in the NBA. What is this madness? I'm just like, bro, what? I'm going to be honest, I almost think that would ruin the NBA in the next 3 to 4 years. I really do. I really think that lineup would ruin the NBA. Because I'm just like, who's contesting that? I mean, you're going to have teams out here having, like, basically being forced to draft guys that are like Michael Porter Jr., that are like Ousmane Dieng, that are Victor Wembanyama, just to compete. I mean, I don't know, man. You know what? I get that they're all incredibly skinny. Okay, so I understand that, and I get that players with really big frames don't really tend to hold up well in the NBA, but I don't know, man. Part of me is kind of like, I'm kind of hoping Oklahoma City doesn't get Victor Wembanyama, because it's like, if they do, right, they just got Chet Holmgren, and it's like, they have Ousmane Dieng. I mean, they get Victor Wembanyama, I kind of think it's over for the league. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. It's just a funny thought to think of. It's something I wanted to talk about, because I just think to myself, man, I've noticed everybody's saying the Spurs, right? Everybody's saying Utah, but nobody's talking about Oklahoma City, who could have 3 literal giants on their team that are capable of doing every fucking thing, So, I don't know, man. Maybe this was Sam Presti's plan all along. Maybe Sam Presti is that smart. Maybe he was like, you know what, I want everybody's draft picks, and I'm just going to compile a team of 6'11" and up guys that can do fucking everything. So, I don't know, man. You know what? It's just something I was thinking about, and wanted to make a video on it, because it is a very real possibility that Oklahoma City gets the number 1 pick in this upcoming NBA draft. And, obviously I feel like the Spurs will be in the top 3. Oklahoma City will be in the top 3. And that's going to be Houston or Indiana, I think, honestly, that could fall into the top 3. Based on their strength of schedule. But team-wise, man, I think it's going to be Utah, San Antonio, and Oklahoma City. And if Oklahoma City lands that number 1 pick, I don't know, man. So, tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. A like helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. I'm the Fast Break Report, and out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.